So, Jerry, just how do you feel physically after sort of a preseason where you kind of had to ease your way back into the lineup?
I feel pretty good. Just taking it day by day. Each day I'm improving and working on to get better. So, I'm feeling good.
And did you like do something in OTAs to your knee or something like what happened?
Yeah, something had happened. I was running a route and tweaked it a little bit, but during what that was, yeah, OTAs a little bit, but now I'm back and going.
Jerry, it seems like even though you were kind of in and out back in the spring, kind of leading up to training camp and the last couple of weeks, you and Deshaun, it seems like when you're on the field together, really have a good connection. It's kind of flawless. We
Yeah.
don't miss a beat. Just what's that process been like? Kind of getting to know him, and you guys kind of building that chemistry when you haven't been out on the field.
Yeah, it's about communication, steady communicating with each other. Pick his brain a little bit, where he want me to be at in certain routes and certain situations, and I consistently ask him questions, what he think on my route, what he think about my route. So I think that's the biggest thing. So since I have that much repetition on the field, the biggest thing is communicating and just picking each other brain on how we want things done.
But it seems like there has not been a lot of this training camp where you, Amari, and Elijah Moore have been on the field all together
Hmm.
with Deshaun. So how do you think that has really kind of maybe slowed the development of the offense?
I think with the players we got here, I think that won't slow us down at all. We very smart players. Understand the game, understand the fundamental of football. So I feel like that won't hurt us at all. Once game one comes by, hopefully we all on the field together.
So what do you get out of these reps in camp and preseason that helps you build more?
Just timing with the quarterback, timing, understanding route concept, understanding where the coaching and the quarterback want me to be on certain spots and certain routes. So that's the biggest thing for real.
Jerry, it seems since you arrived here, they've managed you to get to the point where you're your best for the opener. You think you're there?
Yeah, I think I'm doing good. I'm listening to the training staff. I feel like they had the best position for me possible to stay healthy and be ready for game one, and that's the goal right now.
What's different with Deshaun Watson compared to other quarterbacks that you like?
Deshaun, that I play with a lot of good quarterbacks. Deshaun, he great at what he do. Communicate well. Know what he likes and what he don't likes. You know, uh, they all have different playing style. But he does good at what he do for real.
And you've adjusted to a lot of different quarterbacks already in your career.
Yeah.
So even though you haven't had a ton of 11 on 11 reps with Deshaun, do you feel like you're just good at pivoting and adapting and just whatever comes, you're gonna?
Yeah. I'm great at adjusting. The little time I do get. The little time I do go out there and practice, you wanna all want to be on the same page with Deshaun. Make sure he likes what I'm doing. And just like I said in the beginning, the biggest thing is communicating. Let's stay communicating with each other and just understand what we want within each other.
Seems to be a sentiment around the league that the starters play less during the preseason. There's a little bit of like extended preseason to the first few weeks of the regular season. How do you feel about that? Do you think rest from lack of reps in the preseason carries over to the regular season?
Nah, I don't think that. A baller is a baller. You're a football player no matter what. Week one, preseason, no preseason, week five. If you're a baller, you're going to go out there and ball, for me, in my opinion.
So do you feel like when you and Deshaun have to go out there in the opener together against the Cowboys, again, even though you had to work through your knee a little bit and
Yeah.
everything, are you guys just going to be just ready to hit it?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, we always communicate. And when I am on out there on that field, and it runs smooth. Like I said, I haven't been practicing, but when I was out there playing and practicing, it looked good. So hopefully it stays like that.
How do you build chemistry without the physical reps out here? Like, what do you do behind the scenes to build that connection?
You want to mentally prepare, and like I was saying, the whole interview, just communicate. Communicate with each other, pick each other brain, understand what we want as a receiver and as a quarterback, and what we want to be at, and what the quarterback's looking at, and biggest thing communicating, like I said before.
You're regarded around the league for having some of the best footwork out of any wide receiver. What goes into that, and what are some of the drills, and just what goes into perfecting that footwork?
I ain't gonna lie, as a jit, I used to do a lot of ladder drills. That's all I had. That's all I know. So I ain't know nothing else but some ladders. So as a jit, that's all I used to do. Um, but that's it, man. And the biggest thing is just not getting locked up. I guess that's my biggest goal. I don't really think too much of the footwork. It was just get open, find a way to get open as quick as possible and on time. So that's the biggest thing for real.
You said that you've been running choice routes all of your life,
Mhm.
and so I'm just wondering, when you talk about communication, I know that that's one area where the quarterback and the receiver have to really be on the same page.
Yeah.
So the fact that Deshaun is used to running those or throwing those routes, and you're used to running them,
Yeah.
even though you haven't had a bunch of time on task,
Mhm.
do you think those particular routes are going to be like clockwork?
Yeah, I think so. If we're on the same page, it's all that type of route all depends on the coverage the defense running. So if we could both see the coverage and understand what they running and what they want, um, then I'm pretty sure we'll be on time. That starts with watching game film, um, and just communicating with each other. Yeah, that's it for real.
Will you watch game film together, like during the week, maybe stay after a little bit and just make sure that you guys are getting on the same page with what those defenders
Whatever we need to do to prepare for that week, we're gonna do it.
How do you feel about going all the way to Seattle for the final preseason?
I don't feel no type of way. We got a game in Seattle. We gotta go.
You've been there before.
Yeah.
Couple more. How is Amari? Where has he helped you since you've gotten here and get acclimated?
He helped me in a lot of ways. Amari not really a vocal guy. You just gotta watch what he do. So I just watch everything he do, how he run his routes. He give me a little details and stuff now and then, not whatever. Yeah, get my words all tangled up. Yeah, huh? Nowadays, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Nowadays, but I just be watching him, seeing how he moves, seeing how he run his routes and stuff like that. If I have a question, I ask him. Sometimes he critique me on things, stuff like that. Yeah.
Deshaun has taken a lot of heat, I think, in the media for maybe the fact that the offense doesn't look as good as it should right now, or just some inconsistencies. What's your view on how it's going, how he looks, and how it looks?
My view, I mean, Deshaun be looking good out here in camp. Putting the ball in the right spots, making the right reads. Everybody not perfect, but we strive to be. So I think he's doing his best to work towards that, and I'm seeing it. And hopefully everybody in the world see it week one when come play the Cowboys.
In Denver, you're used to going against Patrick Surtain. Now
Yeah.
you're coming in here, Denzel or Emerson.
Yeah.
What have you thought about going against this cornerback group so far?
Everywhere I go, we have good corners. Denzel, MJ, they great DBs. Very smart. Very physical. That working against them is gonna only make me better. So it's always great to have good DBs on your team because when you go against everybody else, you're not seeing that. You're not seeing that for real. So it's a lot easier.
A
So.
lot of people say Pat's the best in the league. How close are Denzel and MJ?
Oh, they close. They up there for sure.